Hello, this is Chris Bayaki with Resolute Philanthropy, and I want to talk a little bit about the most recent Giving USA numbers. This, as you might know, is an annual report. It has some really deep data and really interesting data about how the nation is donating money. Where are the donations going to? Where are they coming from? How does it all work? There's a ton of analysis out there for people that are frankly smarter than me and way more involved in the data than I am, but I want to share just two or three quick things about why this report's important and how you might be able to use it to really help your board and your team get focused on what needs to happen in fundraising. The first is an ongoing conversation I've had with boards for my whole career. There is a perception in the world that corporate giving is the strongest tool in your fundraising toolbox. And I'm sure I'm not the only fundraiser who's ever had a well meaning board member say, well, maybe we should just call Amazon and that'll help us out. We know that's not how it works. Most of us are very clear that calling Amazon is not exactly how corporate donations work. But the point is, this report, the USA report, shows, as it has shown since the 80s, that corporate giving is the smallest piece of the fundraising pie. That individuals, by far and away, make the most impact when it comes to giving. That transformational giving comes from individuals. So if you're trying to convince maybe a set in their way board member or executive director about why investing in individual donors is going to pay off in the long run for your organization, the data in this report can be very helpful. It shows, as it again has shown since the 80s, that bequests alone are a bigger source of revenue than corporations. And as my fundraising mentor Frank Hall told me once upon a time, dead people give away more money than live corporations every year. It is continues to be true, and the day the report comes out and shows something different, I will change my tune. But for now, consider this report a really interesting kind of third-party expert opinion that you can bring in, and that nonprofit board member who might be digging their heels in, this might help move them along in a different way. Again, there's going to be a lot of analysis about the report. What does it mean? How many individual donors are giving? What does this mean for giving as a percentage of the GDP? A lot of people who are way more gifted and knowledgeable are going to kind of break those numbers down and dig into it. For me, this report is always a reminder to get back to basics, get back to individual donor cultivation, engagement, invitation. Get out there, make the phone calls, reach out to your donors, build your community around your cause, and grow from there. There's national issues, and most of us aren't in a position to affect national fundraising trends, but all of us are in a position to affect the way our donors, our volunteers, our supporters, our community members feel aligned with and engaged with our mission. And that, I think, is the call to action. Every year after this report, I take a look at my notes and I say, well, stewardship, donor retention, being engaging in a authentic and a clear way. These things have always been important. They will always, I think, be important. And the opportunity that the Giving USA report gives us is a chance to take those behaviors and put them in the context of these larger issues. And with the vast majority of donations coming from individuals, either directly from individuals, from bequests, or from family foundations, it's clear, the writing's on the wall, the writing's on the report, that it's our ability to build and maintain authentic and meaningful relationships. That's what is going to make the difference. So if you are a full-time fundraiser and you've got this report, or gone to a meeting that's going to walk through this report, I hope you really reflect on what are the things you can do today, this week, next week, to really affect change in your donor pool, in your community. And it's those elements, it's those relationships, it's stewarding those relationships, and it's being a place where you can invite people into your cause and invite people in to make a difference in the world. So that's my quick take on Giving USA. There's way more, I'm sure, to digest. And again, a lot of people are getting into it, but really think about what are the elements that you can control. People often give locally. So really think about this as a way to put some perspective on your local efforts. Anyway, if you have thoughts or questions or concerns about the Giving USA data, put them in the comments below, and keep up the good work. We'll talk to you soon.